It looks light.
Yes. What's next?
What's good? What's good? What's cracking like it?
Looking right on purpose, but I'm not sure if your motor is like down. It did not. When I got the package, it was down.
What's good in the hood with everybody? What's happening?
Yeah.
You know you have to put 2 cheeses on there? So now that's how you get all my leftover cheese. Oh, I didn't even set up the comments. Whoopsie!
No, I feel cheese.
Hey, look how plain it looks. It's not supposed to look like that. It's not.
Does it not stay up?
What's good with everybody? What's happening? What's everybody up to on this fine Tuesday?
I don't know why the holiday is so Tuesday. And then
Nah, those are the chandeliers. Is that what they're called? You know when the wind blows? Are they called chandeliers?
wind chime.
Wind chimes. There you go. My wife loves wind chimes. What's good with you, Jesus? What you up to? Oh, Hormiga in the building. Hey, see, Hormiga, you got your ranch back. I honestly don't know what happened. I was looking into it, and I don't know why YouTube did that. It's weird. Like, I don't know.
I get onto that. Did you see what's doing there?
What do you do? Hey,
He's kicking the ball and he's dropping my freaking frames and doing
hey, you better stop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why YouTube did that. That it's strange. I never heard of like nothing like that happened before. But that, like I said, they think they could do whatever they want on my channel. Like I got another warning. And they took one of my videos down for a video. You know where I upload the art videos or whatever. They took that video down and they gave me a warning.
Damn.
And I don't understand why. I have uploaded other art videos before and it was never an issue. So I don't know. YouTube. And it was funny because my prior suspension had ended like 2 days before they hit me with this warning. So it's like, what the they're doing this on purpose. But it's cool. They're gonna try to make it hard. It sounds like Kool-Aid is in the makings. It does, huh? Now that I think about it. Oh, you know, ain't nothing better than that Kool-Aid, my boy. Not even that Tang. We know why it's okay. Go Braves. Hey, well now we're rooting for the Braves because it's Braves versus Astros. Now it's Braves all the way. We can't let them cheating bastards win again. You said as the Dodgers lost, you would take my ranch. I did not say that. You thought of that. You assumed that was gonna happen. Well, I don't know. I could have been drunk and done it. Maybe. Like, oh, this Hormiga. Take your ranch away, fool. Who laughing now? Oh, I could see that happening. Never mind. I take it back. It probably was me. Nah, it wasn't. Legitimately, it wasn't. Saludos from Garden Grove. Oh, shout out to Garden Grove right there, Manuel. They lost. I lost my... Hey, if the Dodgers lost, my boy, you gonna have to lose that ranch. A loss for a loss, my boy. Cause you gave us the bad luck. You brought us that bad luck. That's what it was. At the Astros. Yeah, hell yeah. Screw them. Yeah. Oh, what up, Pistol Blaster? What up with you, my boy? What's good up in the hood? What's cracking lacking? Pistol packing. Oh, what's good with Oreo? Nah, puro pisto, my boy. Excuse you.
What is that?
Damien trying to shoot us with an umbrella.
No, it's right there.
The reef. Wait, when's the first game? Today? No? On what channel? 11?
Google.
Not on Google. I think it comes out on Fox. No, is it on Fox? Channel 11? I'm smoking some Zaza. As we laugh. The Zaza? Not the Chewbacca or the... like now there's all kinds of names that like I don't even know. They have Taquita de Chango. They have the Pizzeria, Luke Skywalker. The Dark Vader Mocha Latte Venti. Oh, it is on Fox. What time does it start, my boy?
My boy.
But we can put it on.
It starts right now.
How's that Cali weather, my boy? Hey, the Cali weather today is actually beautiful. It's like, it's a little bit cold, but this is the perfect weather. This is how I like it. I will put, what's today, 60 something? What's today's degrees, babe?
68.
68 degrees, my boy. Sunny blue skies. You know, you get that wind blowing that gives you the chills. Ooh.
I'm gonna lie.
Ooh.
The weather was so horrible. It was so hot.
Oh, when was it hot? You just said it was cold.
And PE.
Oh. Well, it has to be hot in
10.
PE. You have to sweat. If you're not sweating, then PE is pointless. You have to feel the burns, and I have to feel it. At 8,
It was literally cold.
Oh, so
before we
5.
had to eat them.
Oh, okay, so at 5.
Sit
So
an
with
hour.
an hour. All right. Well, go Braves, my boy. We gotta root all the way.
No hour.
35 minutes.
45 minutes. That's an hour. It feels like an eternity. It's and damn, 58 over there. Damn, man, you guys have that popsicle weather, my boy. Gerardo, hi, hey, what's good with you, my boy? What you sipping on? Actually, today we're sipping on a Bud Ice. You coming out? It's some crazy ass names for the. Oh, I know. Now they be exaggerating. Now, honestly, I think that they just grab, you know, it, and then they just like. I want to say that they like close their eyes and then they just throw a dart at a wall that's full of a bunch of random names, and then they just combine the two names, and that's how it is. Like,
You have that good aim?
like Panda Chevy. This is a new Panda Chevy right here. It's the dankest of the dank. It's always the same line, huh? Like, ooh, they got this new one right here, my boy. This is the dankest and the purest of the greenest of the heaviest. And it's like, my boy, that's what you said about the last ones. And I had to pitch it all good, huh? They're like, oh, 9 times out of 10, this was probably faded, so you'll buy into it. When did you get it? I can't do videos about tattoos, my boy. We're not allowed to speak on that. You know what I mean? So, like, about certain meanings, about certain tattoos, we can't talk about that. So, I can make videos about other stuff, but there's just certain videos that I just can't go into. And that just happens to be one of them. It's almost 8 p.m. That's why it's going. Oh, damn, my boy. It's almost 8 where you're at. Damn, you guys are way ahead
They're
of
4
us.
hours ahead of us.
You're 4 hours ahead of us, my boy. So you're in the future. So it's like if I'm talking to somebody that's in the future, give me the lottery numbers, my boy. We got this.
It's 46 degrees in Ohio right
46 degrees in Ohio.
What about here?
Oh man, I like it cold, but that's maybe a little bit too cold. Saludos with the Rolling Rock Tall, my boy. That's right.
Where did they live?
The homie, Gringo right there sipping on a Rolling Rocks. Hey, those are good. I actually like those. Why YouTube page so much? It's because my page gets reported a lot. Like, there's a lot of people that report my page saying that I'm promoting this and that. You know what I mean? Like, haters, pues. You know what I mean? Because of the haters. Why they, you know, still lurk around my channel or all that, it's beyond me. You know what I mean? But apparently something, you know, that I speak on, or maybe something that I do, whatever, just, you know, they just dislike, so they just don't want to see my channel grow. It bugs them. Why they just can't go to different pages, like I said, beyond me. Orale, homie, can't wait to get off. At 5, I'm gonna drink Big Joker. Oh, that's right, the homie out of Victoria Parque, the Night Owls, woo woo, or should I say, hoo hoo, up in the building. That's right, my boy, I feel you. You gonna watch the game or what? I mean, I know the Dodgers are out, but at least, hey, we can't have the Astros winning, my boy. Oh, yeah. I miss Cali weather. It's 46 right now. Oh, damn. Yeah, so it's... You guys are in that popsicle weather in Ohio. Hey, is it always cold over there? Like, what's the hottest it gets in Ohio? Oh, they're 3 hours ahead of us. 2 people won the lottery yesterday. Damn, serio? What would you do if you won the lottery, my boy? What would you buy with your lottery?
Chicken nuggets.
I suck said he would buy chicken nuggets. and that came out so fast that you know that it was legit. Babe, what would you do with $1 million?
Me?
Yeah. What was the first thing you would buy with $1 million?
A house.
You would buy a house, Samantha? With $1 million? Then all your money's gone. The house are million. Some are even worth millions.
I will get a car, house, and my chi-chis.
Oh Lord Jesus! Why your breasts already huge enough? So we don't need them bigger. You already gave me concussions when you smacked me with them.
I'm so tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
Uh,
I thought you had homework.
I don't.
no, I'm telling you, they do re-reporting, and I know because whenever they send me like any kind of like withhold or suspension or warning or anything like that, it tells you like who reported, like who made the report. It legitimately tells you who made the reports. You know what I mean against your channel, and for the reasons why, and then they do like an investigation, or you could appeal it, which is a majority of the times is what I do. And you could win the appeals or you could lose the appeals. 9 times out of 10, I always win them though. So it always like it frustrates me that it's like if I win a majority of them, then you know that they'd be bullshitting half of the time. So it's like, why do you guys still listen to them? Like, but I guess I mean that's how it is. Like you're supposed to, you know what I mean? So from Grants, New Mexico. That's right, Danny P representing out of the New Mexico. Does your Vado have other clicas outside of the Valle? Yeah, over here in Los, a smaller one. And in Palmdale as well. But that's about it. But I wouldn't say like cliques or like branches of turf, but like members, I guess you would say. But we all consider just the Valle as the home or as the base or whatever. You know what I mean? Because is the original playground, pues. And then and then outside like in Colorado and Las Vegas or whatever, but um, you know what I mean. But not I wouldn't say like an expansion chapter or anything like that. Just members. Um, I didn't know that there were so many buttons around. I love buttons. Oh yeah, around my neighborhood, just like where I'm at a walking distance. There's like 10 neighborhoods. And in the city of North Hollywood alone, because you have my neighborhood, you have PN, you have CMK, you have 18th Street, you have North Hollywood Boys, you have North Hollywood Locals, you have MS, you have LA Locals, you have the Whitsett Avenue Cribs, you have the Violent Boys. That's already 10 right there. A Boy from the Hood, AK, you know, and other ones, but just off the dome, that's already like 12 neighborhoods just within my city, like North Hollywood. You know what I mean? So yeah, and they stay like walking distance, like from us. You know what I mean? Like not driving distance, walking distance. From us. So it gets chaotic right there, like where we're at. You know what I mean? Like if I was to walk to like 18th Street's hood or Alley Locals hood or Boys from the Hood's hood from my hood, it would only take me like about 10 minutes walking to get there. So that's how close they are. So you can already see, that there's havoc. You know what I mean? It's crazy because right there in the Valle, people have to understand one thing because they think about the Valley, they think about like nice area and everything. The Valley is not homes. They're not like house. It's like apartment. It's rare. On my block, it's rare you find a house. There's maybe like in my block, there's only like maybe like 4 houses. The rest are apartments. You know what I mean? Like ghetto apartments. You know what I mean? So the rent's like cheap. But they're all apartments though, and you already know a family when they move in there. It's like 3 families living in one apartment. You know what I mean? And it's all kinds of morals and the parents have to be working like 24/7, so there's no one supervising the children, so the streets take them under, and etc. But that's what I mean, though. Like, people think that there's like big ass houses and everything. Like, where? Show me these houses. Ain't no houses. Nothing but a raggedy ass apartments with rats and roaches and like, bro, where are these houses you speak of? When people say like, oh, you live in the Valle, I'm like, where are these houses that you talk about all the time? I want to see them. Show me these houses. You can't go fucking assuming. Yeah, but there's telling you, in the Valle, it's got a gang of neighborhoods, man. It's like 80 barrios up in that bitch. You know what I mean? See, I'm gonna watch the game, man. That's right. Pinches Dodgers only everyone that work. Go for the Giants. Hey, there's a lot of Giant fans like out here too. Like, there's a lot of fools that go for the Giants too. Obviously for different reasons, but you know what I mean. Like over here, it's not uncommon for us to see like homies wearing sporting Giants. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Santa Fe homies that use the Giants. Yeah, the San Fe homies that use the Giants. You have a lot of neighbors that use the Giants. The Fontana's, South Fontana, they use the Giants because of the SFs. So it's not uncommon for us to see. I think that's why we're so used to like different homies sporting like different stuff, because there's so many neighborhoods. It's so diverse that that's the reason for it. Like why you have homies that use like green rags or purple rags or gray rags or black rags or brown rags. Not everyone uses a blue rag. A majority of them use blue rag, but there's some neighborhoods that use yellow, purple, gray, black, green, brown. You know, like brown, like Sotel uses brown. The brown pride neighborhood uses brown. Brown pride raza, brown pride locos, brown pride sureños. The green ones, you have the ghetto family from Pomona. You have the wicked marihuanos from Whittier. You have the Gardena neighborhoods that use green, and you have the Harbor area neighborhoods that use purple. Then you have the Grape Streets that use purple. Then you have like homies from like San Diego, del Sur, they use yellow. Um, you have homies that use gray, like in Santa Ana. You have homies that use red, like Florence, F Troop, Cherries, and Wilmas, and Longos. Like, it's just a diversity, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like we're used to it, I know other homies from other different states and everything, like they're not used to that, so it's like it's new to them probably, but it's like for us, it's been like we've been used to that for years already, you know. Because you're gonna bump it, like being over here, you're gonna bump into people wherever you go, whatever you're gonna bump into somebody. You can't go nowhere here without bumping into somebody. You're gonna bump into somebody, because that's how overcrowded it is. It's gonna happen. Well, over there, like you have to go looking for people. Right here, it's like you don't even have to look and you find them. What are you drinking on? The homie Jeffrey right there. Oh, and Bud Ice. I love you too much to let me win. Hey, well, you know what? Think of it like that. Hey, the lottery could. Hey, it could. Hey, there's people that have won the lottery and their life spiraled out of control. Drinking some Sierra Nevada IPA strong beer. Oh yeah, how does that taste? Is it good? I'm mostly an alcoholic in the night, not in the day. Though. One fling, you have your moods, you have your light switches. Like you get into your drinking mode, switch on. Wow, it can get hot, but it's not dry weather. It's humid, but around. Oh, okay. I hate humid weather, bro. I can't do humidity, fool. That's like, ugh. What? Oh, what's up? Tapping in from work. That's right, my boy. Hey, look. See, you got your ranch, little art. It went through. Bam, son. Selling candy at school and got caught. Damn, homie. They hating on your hustle like that? Why? They're selling it more expensive, or were you selling it more expensive than the student store though? It depends though. If you were selling it at a cheaper price, homie, yeah, I respect the hustle and you could understand why they want to knock you out. You know what I mean? But if you're selling it more expensive, it's like, damn, bro, taking advantage of the people. Yeah, but I think that's not right though. Like if you making your hustle, I mean, why they hating for? Still a lot of hoods though. Ah, yeah, a gang, many more, hundreds of more. Not even close to the tip of the iceberg. What would you believe in destiny, or you believe in made decisions? I don't believe in destiny. I believe that life is only what you make it, my boy. That is what destiny is. To think that our path's already been painted for us is mind baffling to see it, but I could see why people would see it from that angle and would want to see it from that angle, because it goes back to what I said, that it's still something. It's still something to hold on for. Like when I say about like religion or people that believe in the supernatural, because it gives them just that bit of hope that they need. You know what I mean? They don't want to lose that. So, and at the same time, like why take it from them? You know what I mean? Like if that's how they manage to get by, I mean,
Yeah, the base.
why are you there to to cut that string that's holding them, above water? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't knock people for it. I can see why,
We only have someone on our
you
right.
know, they need something to hold on to.
Which is you know.
It makes them feel better, like about, just
Yeah.
life overall in general.
Well,
Same what I say about religion. It's lovely to think that once we die, we live forever in peace with all our loved ones. I mean, doesn't that sound beautiful? You know what I mean? Like you're not really dead. You just live forever with all your loved ones and no pain, nothing but joy. But I just choose to see it different. I live in the real world. Where
oh yeah.
the reality of it is this. You know what I mean? Like, then who's to say that that's bad? You lived your life. You did your thing. Now it's time to go. You know what I mean? Um, you know. I know it sounds scary, to most because, well, you're still alive. I mean, you're not dead. You're still living your life. You know what I mean? But when you start getting in your later years and you're just like, you're cool with it. Like you already did your thing. You know what I mean? But those who fear death or want to continue living, or those who are selfish within themselves, I mean, yeah, you would want to. You can see why they would want to live forever.
This time you're working. Hey, who is that? Someone's here. Allie.
I'm so good at doing my damn foot.
What's up? What's up?
I'm. All right, yeah. I'm scoping up. I've been doing history again, even though I'm not. Just trying to keep. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Like I always say, like is educational. At the end of the day, no matter how people want to see it, like but that's stupid. You shouldn't be talking about. Hey, first of all, it happened already. It already happened. It's a part of history. It's a part of the thing. Don't say that it's stupid. Like why are you trying to teach people about the? Why don't we learn about the Nazi Party and all that and all those stupid other groups that who are full of nothing but negativity and have done all kinds of brutal acts and heinous crimes. Yeah, you don't complain about them when they're teaching your kids about the Nazi parties and stuff like that. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, why you guys complaining about this? You know what I mean? It's still part of like, what happened, and a good lesson though. Because it sets an emotion like, if like if you don't do this and that, or watch out for this and that, this is what could happen, because it has happened before. But if you try to cover it, and people just completely forget and just have no knowledge on it, then history will repeat itself. You know what I mean? But like I said, people let their own pride get in the way. You know what I mean? Like their own personal views on things get in the way. So just because they don't see it fit, or just because they disagree with it or whatever, they refuse to see any kind of positivity that could come out of it, or anything like that in educational purposes. You know what I mean? Just because they feel that it's a negative thing and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it makes no sense why they don't say nothing about the Nazi parties and all these other groups that we learned about when we were in school though.
You're not cold, madam?
No, you're cold?
Yes.
You want me to warm you up? Can I wait for this light's over? What up, loco? Oh, what's good, Shadow Pit? What up, my boy? What's good? The race hustler snitched on the Italian mafia. Those videos, evidence. Nah, I don't know. I haven't seen him. You want me to do a video on him though, or what do you mean? Like on Italians? They're the pioneers of this gangster shit, my boy. And but who the real pioneers and engineers of this stuff was actually the government. Oh, here's another guy that's gonna blame the government. No, it's true. You don't wonder where the Italians got their style from and how to organize their groups and their mobs and everything like that. They base it off of all these companies, companies that they've seen, how they ran their companies. They were scandalous, ruthless. You know what I mean? If you didn't get the job done, you're fired. No ifs, no buts, no. They found a way of how to what's the best way of getting them the most amount of income without doing the least amount of work. And no ifs, no buts, and just being straightforward, and they're men that were dressed nice in suits and ties and everything. That's why the Italians dressed like the way that they dressed. You know what I mean? They grab everything that they know about a company and applied it to their mobs.
What?
And then the Pachuco homies, the homies that were coming up, they grabbed it from them. You know what I mean? That's why the Pachuco style and the Italian mob style is so similar. You know, they grabbed their stilo and just added their own little, little difference to it, and bam, you know what I mean? But so if you trace it back now, because then we grabbed the Pachuco style and then gave it a little twist now, as it keeps evolving. But if you trace back down the roots, my boy, well, they were the pioneers. They're the ones that set it in motion. They grabbed their behaviors and applied it down to their groups. Just like how they start their companies and everything like that. People always wonder, like when they watch my videos, they always tell me, like, man, it's crazy how much similarities there is between how you guys run your neighborhoods and how corporations run their corporation. Like, well, yeah, they're because they grabbed it from them. They're the teachers. You know what I mean? Because you see, hey, companies, they're scandalous, my boy. There's some stuff that people are going through, some family emotions or some car wrecks or whatever. If they didn't report your work, you're fired, homie. They don't give a damn what happened or what the reason is. Nah. We're going through slowing down right here in production. We got to cut some workers, so this is a perfect excuse of why to cut him off. But he has a family and all that. We don't give a damn. I'm looking to save in for my profits, homie. So we gotta let him go. I don't give a shit less about how he's gonna pay or feed his family. Companies are ruthless. They think people are ruthless. They think that gangs rule with an iron fist. They think we're scandalous. Ha, boy, we got nothing on these motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, what are they dudes? Oh, one Flint. He provides the good stuff. What's up, fool? You drinking already? Oh, 6 to 6. You gonna tell me you ain't? Just started working a second job. Damn, my boy, you're working 2 holidays. What's going on? Serio? Wait, what's all this? Let me find out you're working at Chippendale, my boy. Wow, what's your other holiday? In serio? What you do now or what? Because here comes the holiday season, huh? Some Valley Diablos in the building. What up, S.A.? Chilling right here, my boy Silencer. What's good with you? East Los Easy Riders up in the house. That's right. Homie Chubby right there representing. When my cousin moved to LA from Oakland, he was dude's wife almost got damn, serio? Hey, MSB, they handle their things. We go at it with them pretty machine, I've been jumped by them several times. They left me bloodied as hell there. I had a good jersey stitched on again, white one. They ruined it. I got jumped by them one time. Yeah, that shit was crazy. It was like 30 of them vatos. And we stayed there like an idiot. And like, Kyle! Like, why? Like, for the fuck of it. We were so stupid. I knew homie youngster that came. Oh, I knew homie too. He was a feedman camarada. I knew that fool before he was from Easy Riders, cause he got into Easy Riders a little bit like later. You know what I mean? Like he was already kind of like a little bit like older. Cause when he got into Easy Riders, I want to say like he was maybe in his 20s. But he was a good homie. He was a good, solid homie. He was a down homie. The hate be so real. Love being fake. Oh yeah. Yeah. Always shut.
And they stopped playing right there, huh?
Always shut. Well, retaliate, my boy. What do you mean? What would I do? I don't give a damn who the hell it is. If you bucking at me, my boy, I'm bucking back. I don't give a damn if it's whoever the hell it is. I don't give a damn what status is attached to the name or anything like that. Coming for me, then I'm coming for you. Repercussions, outcomes, and all of that, it's irrelevant, my boy. We'll deal with that once we get to those paths.
I'm hungry.
Just because another man hasn't something attached to the back of the thing as status doesn't mean that you're not gonna do nothing about it, regardless of who the hell they are. If they're trying to take yours, my boy, you know what I mean? What up from Port? What up with the Portland episodes? Oh, they coming, my boy. You just gotta be patient, homie. Like I said, we got a lot on our table. We got a lot on our table. But that they're gonna come is that they're gonna come. I'm not just saying that they're gonna come. I'm just trying to knock down what I have, like, on my plate as it is. And like I said, man, like we be hitting them. Barrio Van Nuys, 13 Delano Street, up in the house. That's right, Barrio Van Nuys up in the building. Larry representing out of the BDN. Yeah, they're still good.
Are they?
Yeah, just this one. And this one's no good. That one's no good.
I don't know if they're gonna get salted to this one.
Oh, I didn't say that A for my middle name.
That one.
Damn, all of them?
No, just those. Yeah, the rest are good. Just rinse them out. Yeah.
Mucho.
Those are no. What's wrong with this one?
That one's nasty.
Okay, well those are good. The rest are
Okay,
good.
throw those ones out and just.
I look bad, huh?
No, you don't.
No.
Look at my
Make one
dad
on
necklace. She could have
STC
told
in
me.
Portland. Oh yeah. The
Can you move your chair?
which one? Because there's two of them.
Can you move your chair up?
I don't know if you know that there's two, because there's the street criminals, and then you have the street califas, if I'm not mistaken. But they're not the same thing though. There is always a oh god. There's always a first one for original blueprint. Oh yeah, and the government was it. Regardless of what people want to say, hey, they set this in motion. If the Americans knew how to behave and wouldn't mistreat the minorities, regardless if they were Italian, because remember, people have to keep it in mind, when all these sets started, whatever, it was they were mixed between Jews, Asians, Italians, Irish, and homies, Hispanics, Latinos. That's why all these neighborhoods had a mixture of different, people from different places, because they were all getting mistreated by who? The whites, who thought that these people were coming and taking their jobs, and the same excuses that they always use. You know what I mean? That they want to blame the problems on everybody else except their governors and themselves. They start mistreating these people for the way they talk, or go back to your country and everything like that. They start bullying them because they think, remember, because people just look at California how it is now, or these areas how they are now. But remember, that's not how they were back then. Back then, there was way more white people, and there was just a few patches of raza, Asians, and all of that here. You know what I mean? And they were bullying these people, so they had to band together to defend themselves. Now, yeah, it's mostly Hispanics, but that's not how it was back then. Back then, for every one Hispanic, you had like 3 gabachos. So no, it wasn't the same. And when people are in crowds, they think that they're more tough. Well, they think that they're salsa. You know what I mean? So
Like that one girl.
they were driving around, picking people up, bombing on them, hog tying them, like all this crazy shit.
You want a fork?
Now that they started pushing back, and now that the numbers, are, one-sided now, different. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, these guys are ruining our communities, and they're bullying people and wrong. No, shut up. You guys were the ones that showed them what to do and how to do it and why to do it.
I got 2.
You know what I mean? You guys bred these people. You guys trained these people. You guys showed them what to do and how to behave. Deal with it. You guys over here want to complain and bitch and whine, acting like your hands are clean, bro. You've been eating cookie dough. Stop it. Headhunters in the casa. That's right. I just love time today.
I bet the
Is it you rock with
I almost fell off.
that?
But then
Drop,
big
drop,
on you, by the way.
I don't associate myself, with those channels.
Just say no.
No. No, because it's not like that. It's not like at one point they were until you see the the proof, or the facts, and then I just distance myself. Like, I don't bash a channel or bash an individual. I let them do them. I wish them the best and more power to them or whatever. I just don't associate myself with people like that. If that makes any sense. Before, yeah, you know what I mean? Because, well, if we have no knowledge, people can say whatever they want on the internet, but it's the internet. You can't believe what people say. You have to believe what your eyes see.
The world's flat.
You know what I mean? So until then, it was like, all of that was just he said, she said. But until now that I know what I know, I just do me and I let them do them. And yeah, I don't hate on them, don't discuss about them. You know what I mean? I stay in my lane, they stay in there, so it's all gravy. Órale, MC Shadow.
Oh my gosh.
What's good with you, Farmero? Imagine if your destiny is set already for you. The point of living now, if regardless of the exit. I know it does, and it doesn't even make any sense because how everything is so like. But you know, like I said, people could their opinions. You know what I mean? It's just not my way of looking at things. Same thing as my other job, trying to get some extra.
There's this one guy next to me.
Yeah, that's right, my boy. I feel you on that one. Because it's getting more expensive, you know, with these Christmas gifts, my boy.
Yeah, it's get blue. Second. Whatever.
Somebody said
It's mostly all technology now.
that dude free band is gonna make a video about your answer to watch it.
Oh, then it's fine. You can make a video about it.
No, he's saying for you to watch it.
Oh, yeah. I get permission. Hey, look. There's many times where other channels have grabbed my content and reused it, you know what I mean? I don't mind. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I never said that or whatever. No, I said what I said. You know what I mean? Now, if that's their way of like
Oh, he's a troll, I guess.
okay, so I guess if that's their way of how can I say, getting views and likes and everything like that, then everything that they are talking about these individuals, you know, for I guess exposure wise, right? Because if they dislike the individual and they just want to bring them down, so they're just using different people who have, I guess, merit or credit as a source of it, then they are doing the very exact same thing that these individuals do in which that they dislike. You know what I mean? Because now you're trying to grab however you can to manipulate things to go in your favor for people to think what you want them to think exactly like these individuals do, though. So it doesn't make you better than them. It makes you equal. You get what I'm saying? So if they are gonna add that part, make sure that they add that part too. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start to see book with 8.
But yeah, it's no secret. You know what I mean? I admit who I fuck with, and I admit who I don't fuck with. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But I'm not gonna be running around telling people you shouldn't watch them or you shouldn't not. People can do whatever they want. They can watch and support whoever the hell they want. That's why I never talk about it. That's why on my channel you never hear me talk about it or nothing like that, because who am I to say who people can support and they can't support? Man, look, they can do whatever they want. You know, I myself just, you know, stay in, you know, in my lane because of the reasons of how I live my life. You know what I mean? But other people don't have the same ties that I do, so it's different for them. They can do whatever they want. What the hell? Shout out to you and your family. And shout out to Richmond right there, my boy representing. Hey, M.O.D, who's the oldest active gamer?
Would you rather be rich?
Oldest is probably like, I can't see their names, but
would you rather be rich and have
there's several of them, but they were like about 60 something, like 63 or 64. They were coming out of the West Los Angeles portion area, and so yeah. So there's homies that are in their 60s that are still active.
Why?
Some of my uncles that are they're knocking in their 50s. So it's just different. What's going on, bro? Oh, what's good with you, 831? Chilling, my boy. What's cracking, my G? That's right, the dog patch up in the building. How are you managing with these high gas prices? Oh, man, these gas prices are outrageous, bro. This is by far the craziest has gotten. Almost $5 a gallon, huh, babe? Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, almost $5 a gallon, my boy. It is ridiculous.
But you keep the AC on and waste my shit.
Yeah. Praise the Lord.
We don't talk about that.
Like, just sweat like a normal person.
I don't like sweating.
No. You don't
only
sweat.
when, well, you know, a little bit.
You excessively sweat.
Nah, but yeah, these gas prices are outrageous. You know what I mean? But hey, when Donald Trump was president, everybody will point that out. Now that Biden's president, I don't hear nobody talking about it. Why is no one talking about it? Why? Because it's Biden in the seat now? They don't cry about the kids in the cages no more. They're still there. You think they're out of the cages already? Bro, they still in them cages. Gas prices are still high. All this and that. But nah, no one's saying nothing. All of a sudden, it's not an issue no more, homie, because Trump's not there, now it's Biden. So now all of a sudden, all of that doesn't matter. There's still police brutality. It's still happening. I don't know. Hey, hello, are people aware? All this is still occurring. It hasn't gone away. The man has left the office, but all these problems are still here. They're still occurring. Paging all the people that were out there with signs and protesting. Paging. The problems have not gone away. They are still here. I repeat. Grab your signs and go out there and protest still.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
No, it's because people are funny. Like, they were out there crying and complaining. I don't hear, all of a sudden, they're all quiet now. Where they at?
Look, she owes me a new Nutella.
What did you do to the Nutella, Samantha?
I
Do
did it
you
on
take
purpose.
your wife out dancing? No, my wife doesn't like dancing.
Yeah, she does.
We have danced, though. Oh, we have done the tango. Nah, but dancing's not our thing. Yeah, but I want to hit the dance floor, my boy. I get a...
No, please don't. Don't.
I got the best dance, the sprinkler. I got the running man. Ooh, my boy.
They could take you out dancing, but I would never take
The
you out
Egyptian. My boy, I could do it all. They don't... Ooh, y'all ain't even knowing the SpongeBob. But... Telling you, she be jealous of my dance moves. That's why when I'm in the dance floor. Telling you.
It just made it so much easier.
Michael Jackson got nothing on me, my boy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We'll do the worm and everything.
I know.
The moonwalk, even though people are saying that I'm not doing it right. Huh. Pass me a 40 and you'll see. Huh. We moonwalking up in this. Gas prices are like the stock market prices go. I know. And they never give no explanation for it. You know, one day is $5 a gallon. The next day is back to $2. Oh yeah, we haven't seen $2 in a long time no more. The cheapest has dropped down to now is about 3 something. But people are happy that minimum wage went up. Really? How's that? The price of everything keeps going up. So what are you talking about? How's there any difference? It's crazy what they make, how they manipulate things in their favor, and people don't see it, which is mind baffling. What's the California history then? Speak on it. The California history is built off of pure corruption and greed, my boy. That's all you need to know. Because California is one of the newest ones. It hasn't been around for that long, you know what I mean? And yeah, there's all kinds of corruption and greed already that has its grip on it. Because they know that people want to live here. They know what the weather, they know, you know, what it is. So they're going to try to take advantage of people as much as possible. Milk them for everything that they have. These people have houses, my boy, with 15 rooms, 6 pools, and like 13 bathrooms, my boy. With multiple garages, 3 garages underneath the floor or whatever. And they say that they need to cut hours. There's not enough pay. That they can't they can't pay their workers more money. Why? What do you need 12 bathrooms for and 2 garages? 3 garages under the house for? What do you need 6 pools for?
I understand the bathroom.
A built-in club in your house and a bowling. My boy, you're telling me that you don't have enough money to raise up minimum wage for your workers that make all of this happen for you?
Babe, why the hell are you yelling for?
It's because it gets me mad.
Anyways.
See, we can't talk about financial means right here because I can't control myself. I hate rich people because of their mentality is beyond reasonable. That's why I dislike the Democrats, but I equally dislike the Republicans for this reason. They defend these people who shouldn't be defended. They're not the victims. How could they be victimized? They have 17 restrooms. Then they want to say that they're the victims. Bro, get your ass out of here with that. The dude, Free Bands, is gonna make a video about it. Oh, okay, that's a fundamental one.
Babe, Chubbies said, what are you gonna get me for Christmas besides something on the dollar menu for McDonald's? Tell him to leave food for me, to don't eat it all, because then you can't buy me shit on the dollar menu.
My wife's gonna get something, all right.
He's gonna get you something for 10 cents.
He's oh, damn, your son came and served you.
But tell Chubbies to leave food for everybody else.
My wife is not as kind as I am.
He's invisible.
I'm not gonna sit here and type paragraphs.
Oh my god, babe, look. She's barely right there.
Really?
Are we seeing the same thing
I got it.
or no?
Yeah.
You guys are way behind.
Wait.
No. No, woman, you gotta do that. You crazy.
Oh.
My bed is destroyed.
I'm not gonna sit here and type paragraphs bubbles.
Last one.
Ooh! Why who's mad? Saludos, my boy. I'm head chef for a big Roy out in Salt Lake City. Hit me up when you in town. That's right, sucker free right there representing. Damn, that's right, my boy, the head chef. Hey, much respects. You know, I have always said that if I could, I would become a chef. You know what I mean? I think it's something that's dope.
That's one invisible potion. I'm gonna
Cooking is a shit, my boy. Just trying to look out for you, carnal. Hey, no, I appreciate Farmero. Hey, gracias. I haven't heard of this troll, but it doesn't surprise me. There's been so many trolls.
Babe, you think those strawberries are good to save or just
No, they have to finish them too. No, they're not. I'm pretty sure we'll finish them, man.
put them on another paper
I'm
plate?
so drunk tonight. I would shave my head clean if a woman says I shave live on the street. Damn, my boy, that's right. Loyal. He trying to make it happen. The commitment is real. Ontario Southside representing up in the house. Very much love. That's right, Daniel representing out of Ontario. How you gonna sit behind the camera and make your video talking shit if you haven't done shit but maybe it's for a way? Yeah, I agree with you 100 right there, Amiga. That is true. They wanna point out the flaws in individuals and say this and that in individuals when they themselves are doing the very exact same thing. It's like the kettle calling the teapot black.
Mom, my mood ring was black today in the morning.
I can't even show.
Depressed.
Don't let it fall on
Can't
the
even show
chair.
his face when he ain't even wanted. Damn. Woo.
They're talking about that guy.
Oh, really?
That
Rule 1.
that neutral guy.
Rule 1. This is going out to all trolls. Rule number 1. If you want to put out a message out there, if you want people to hear you out, you must put a face and name to yourself. That is the only way people are going to hear you. Because if you're hiding your face and stuff, there's a reason why why it's being hidden. If you want people to hear you out, Martin Luther King wanted to be heard. He didn't hide his face, nor his voice, nor himself. Cesar Chavez wanted to be heard. Emilio Zapata, Pancho Villa, Rosa Parks, etc., etc. This is how you make it happen. But these people who refuse to show their true colors, your message will never get across for those very reasons. How do you expect me to believe and trust what you're saying if I don't even know who you are, or what you sound like, or or anything about you? Yet I'm supposed to believe what you're saying and put my full trust in what you speak. But how? You get what I mean? If this is how you truly feel with a passion and everything like that, then you must attach yourself to it. You have to own to what you speak, because when you're able to hide on all of that, you can't own what you speak, because we don't know who that is. So how can you say that you're speaking the truth, or you stand by everything that you say
I think you just
and everything like that, if you're not even willing to show who you are? Then how are you gonna stand with what you're saying?
give me the black.
That is just some advice. I'm not saying how the trolls are doing is right or the other group is wrong, or me bashing trolls. I'm just saying, if you want your message getting across, it will never get across unless you attach yourself to it. And for the very reasons that I just said. It's just advice, but who the hell am I? I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I could only speak what makes logical sense to me at the end of the day. So. What up, my boy? Shannon right here. What's good with you, Bay Area Dodger 818? Because I have gotten people to tell me, like, hey, talk about these channels and expose them. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. People could watch and support whoever they want, my boys. To think that I'm the one that's conducting myself right and everything like that is ridiculous. I'm just me. You know what I mean? crying about everything. They crying about everything. Damn. Biden vale verga, my G. Oh, I know he does. I've been saying that. He's just as bad as Trump, but the Democrats think he's not. When I literally say both groups are full of shit, I'm not lying, my boy. They're both full of themselves. Both groups don't care about us people. All they care about is no, don't follow them. No, don't follow them. They don't want neither side to win. It became a power. It became a tug of war between them two. They just don't want neither side winning, and we're the idiots. We're the rope. You know what I mean? Neither side cares about anything about you. Not even these younger ones that would be crying about everything either. They so mad at the other side and mad at the rich and even like people like Bernie Sanders. Yes, I'll throw him out there. They have their own agenda. They're bitter and mad at the other side, the filthy rich, right? That it blinds them from seeing, like how could you help this and that, but they don't care because they just want to bring this side down and by any means necessary, even if it means people losing their jobs and stonewalling shit. Because they just care about the end game, the finale, right? Getting what they want, for them to win and for these people not to be, on top no more. That by any means, by any casualties necessary. Like, damn, dog. Like, no, we have to keep a firm stand. Keep these businesses closed. Like, people can't even pay their rents no more, my boy. But nah, they don't care, homie. Because they're not the ones that are going to be losing the money. They're not losing the income. They're not losing their work. So it's so easy for them to be out there and saying all of this and that. They acting, okay, then you go out there and you start paying their rents and feeding their families and idiot. Like, both groups are ridiculous, my boy. I've always said this. The Republicans are the evil stepdad, right? That doesn't give a shit about, the kid and everything like that and just is there to smash the head on, just there to do his thing, you know what I mean? And the Democrats are the naive mom that refuses to admit her son's a drug addict and a maniac. Oh no, he's just misunderstood. Like, you know what I mean? Like they still baby them, but giving them everything, when they're troubled. And this fool doesn't give a flying F. Like you can see both parents are wrong, but they refuse to see how they raising the kid. One says that his way is the best way, one says their way is the best way. But if you're looking from the outs, you can see that neither way is the best way. And people, for some odd reason, feel like, no, we must choose either one. No, you can choose neither. You don't gotta choose one. Like, you could choose none. How about that? Other countries have done it before. But America feels like it's either one or the other, my boy. And it's sad because I know it's not a two-party democracy we run here, but it always gets treated like if it is, because the other two candidates are even irrelevant because most of the media and all that is either one or the other. So therefore, these people get no coverage, no exposure. That's why they hate groups that's why they hate certain, places like YouTube or Facebook and everything like that, where even if you do try to smud them out of the way, they'll still get some kind of publicity, and they don't like that. They don't like that these individuals are speaking their minds and are able to at least grab, some people. When you go vote, you should look at the other names on the list and do your research about them. You know what I mean? Like who these individuals are and etc. You don't have to just vote for these two names that are always getting flashed in front of your TV. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, if they're being flashed on your TV, then they're probably no good. You should probably look at the other names on the list. You know what I mean? But like I said, it always gets, snubbed out of the way. Where to the fact where you go vote and you see other names right there, you don't even know who they are. I always properly educate myself on, on every individual, Like, I'm not just like, who are these and not look into it. No, if you want to know who they are, well, then look into it. It's not going to take you that long to educate yourself, about them. But people are like, nah. Well, like, it's not important enough? How? Then okay, then whatever the outcome of the election, don't be bitching. Because, it wasn't interesting enough to you. It wasn't appealing enough to you. So now you can't complain. And does every vote count? Yes, it does. To think your vote doesn't count is ridiculous. You know, people in other countries wish that they could vote, wish that they had, you know, what you're able to do. Obviously, we went a while where we couldn't because, you know, of our record, but which is something that, yeah, that you know, it was frustrating and sucked. You know what I mean? And a lot of people take it for granted. Um, Commerce up in the house, first time checking out the live, no video. G. Hey, gracias, my boy. I appreciate it right there. Isaac Gonzalez, all presidents ain't shit. Yes, none of them are, my boy, because they all have their own agendas. But that's how the game is played. Yes, it is. Down and dirty. Do the worm. Do the worm on a live. Do the Harlem Shake. Hey Shadow, what are you getting? Okay, that's all. Shadow, I'm gonna have my cousin bring you a 40. Damn, that's right, my boy. Guys, we're in Cali. You tell it 4 minimum wage in Cali is 14 minimum wage. Well, minimum wage in Cali is 15 right now. Damn, in Utah, 7.25 and the gas is $4. Oh man, the homie said to stop crying. Sucker free. I agree. I can't even complain right now, my boy. What you said right there was facts. Utah has it way worse than us, my boy. I feel for them right now. I feel their pain. ¿Sabes qué? I apologize, my boy. I apologize. Spencer. Hey, y'all got it fucked up, hey, homie. What you doing in Utah? Cállate para acá in Cali, homie. Damn, what's going on with Utah, homie? Shit. My boy ain't kidding, homie. That's nasty right there, homie. That's grave. I feel bad for you guys already. Chile Shadow. Chile right here. These was good with you. The only county when this country was whites, only doctors, lawyers. Yes, very true.
Stop. Get away from me. Wait, let me get your son.
Man. Yes, very true. All true. 100. But those times have changed now. You know what I mean? To think that that is still how America is run is ridiculous because the power of voice has grown a lot now. Because before, remember, you disagree with them, they'll make you disappear. Now it could still happen. A little bit more difficult now, right? Because now you're painted full front forward for the world to see about your actions. And this world could be scandalous, not that scandalous. You know what I mean? Like I said, the greatest kingdoms have crumbled to their citizens. Meaning these places have the best military weaponry, you know, even, you know, well, you know, fed and stuff like that, while their citizens, you know, have nothing, you know, but a bunch of rocks and sticks and haven't eaten like in 3 weeks, and yet the numbers will overcome you. You know what I mean? Because eventually your strong soldiers get tired of fighting. You know what I mean? Because you guys are not out there, you know, the ones that are sending them to war, not the ones that are out there and be like, well, why should we listen to you? And that is how all these empires crumble. You cannot keep people in line and silenced. You know what I mean? To think that, you know, you could run stuff how you want it and you're not gonna have no nays to it is ridiculous.
Oh man, he's stretching his shirt. Freaking made my arm.
I know. I was like, what are you doing?
It's because how tomorrow's jersey / shirt day. He still has a Lakers from Christmas, but hasn't even worn it, and it don't even fit him no more.
Andrew, that's yours now. 40 Rickies. Sapp and Rogers. That's right. The homie Grande right there doing it well. California pays triple for everything. Now they pass county rules to build several houses.
Oh, I thought you were dancing.
What I think, how California runs their, you know, their finances is ridiculous. I have always said that. It's ridiculous. They think, example. This is just an example of it. Like, you know, creating these homes, right, for the homeless, right? You know how they put in those homes and everything. They don't understand that is not helping the situation by you giving them a residence. You have to create these programs to help these individuals out of their mental insanity cage that they built for themselves or that they have for themselves. So by you providing a residence, it's not helping the problem. It's not fixing it. You can't give these people things and say, there, I fixed the problem. That's not how you fix a problem. You find out what the problem is and see how you can improve their skills. That way, when you push them off the bike with no training wheels, they don't fall off. Because by you building them home, it's still like you're the person that's holding on to the kid on the bike. What's gonna happen once your arms let go? They're gonna fall. God. What is wrong with the Democrats? Honestly, they feel like giving people money and stuff like that, and that's the best way to fix problems. Like, what are you doing? And then and then the Republicans are like, they're fine, they're grown adults. They whatever happens to them is their life. They're adults. They should be able to, like, damn, straight. Like, that's another stupid way of seeing shit. Like, oh, well, I had it rough too. I turned out fine. Like, yes, because they have the same mental capacity that you do. Yeah. Give yourself a pat on the back there.
It is real.
Ridiculous with how people think. God help the world. If there is a God. He's doing a fantastic job, let me tell you. The left wings and the right wings belong to the same bird. It's the best saying that I have heard. Right there. That is the best thing I have ever heard. Yeah, whether it's the left wing, the right wing, it's the same bird. Real talk. The question about Cali was for the dude who said you didn't know Cali history. I was telling you. Oh, it's fine. They could say I don't know my history. They can believe whatever they want.
About what?
No, because it's some person go out by this. So yeah, no, me and my girl, we spend, we do our thing. It's good. It's healthy to have, stuff like that. Have you ever been depressed? Hell yeah, I've been depressed. There's been times that I hit rock bottom shit in my life, my boy. Contemplated suicide. All kinds of shit, my boy. You know what I mean? Those are all struggles and pains that mold me into the person that I am today. I have gotten to the lowest of lowest. You know what I mean? To self-inflicted injuries, to all kinds of shit, my boy. You know what I mean? But you learn from it. You know what I mean? It's a spiral cycle that helps you grow. Like I said, with every mistake and every
Don't start your little fucking.
I guess like every bad thing that you've been through, you learn something from it. You know what I mean? It makes you a better person.
Don't start.
You can only grow from it.
What?
But that's how it is. 3.4 gallons of it's like two cops, and when they pull you over, they decide to play the good cop, bad cop. I know, which is ridiculous, and how people even fall for it. Like, best thing to say is nothing. Neither of them are there to help you. Oh yeah, hey, homie said it beautiful right there. That is very true. Yeah, Now the lunch break, be drinking right there while they decide your fate. I know, isn't it beautiful? America, ladies and gentlemen. The hypocrisy is real. Aztec warrior. Hundreds and fifties. Drink one for me. It said, that's right, Stomper right there. Oh yeah, for sure, my boy. Oh, that's right, my boy. Those are scary. Well, yeah, they don't want to attach their, like their self to what they're saying. It's like, you know what I mean? And still, like I have always, like I go back and say, to tell another individual what they should do with themselves is ridiculous. Like what? Like why do you think you're the right one? When are you going to do a StreamYard? My boy, I barely found out about StreamYard. I still fully don't know what it is.
What is that?
I don't know. Like I think it's a thing where you're able to bring like people onto your lives and like they're able to talk to you like a calls or something. I still have to research what that is or how to do that. Or I'm telling you, when it comes to technology, I'm the caveman era. You know what I mean?
That's pretty fun though. What? StreamYard.
StreamYard. What exactly is a StreamYard? Like, what happens in the StreamYard? Is it the same thing as a podcast, or what's the difference between the two? Like, what's the difference between a podcast? See, the reason I don't do a podcast is like I feel like there's already a lot of podcasts out there. Like, why would mine be any different? You know what I mean? Like, I just like coming like as myself. You know what I mean? When I'm watching the game, bless you.
Thank you.
When I'm watching the game, right quick. So if you don't hear me, like real quick. Oh, the game already started. Put in channel 11, babe. Get in the Warzone and that PS5. That's right. What's up, my G? I collab with Conejo or TV. What Conejo? Like the rapper from Harpies? Or to be honest with you, it's because I don't reach out to people. If I'm gonna be 100, I don't reach out to individuals. You know what I mean? I just do like I just like I don't like hit up people and tell them like, hey, you know what I mean? Um, not because like, oh, I see myself superior to them or anything like that. It's just that I just do me. You know what I mean? Like I don't ever think about like because like that's never like in my head like the fame and everything. Like I just like I just do me for me. We are the red-headed stepchild. Oh, serio? Damn. I don't. Starting got like a sore thumb. Whatever, dude. Shadow Soap is my boy. Trump is 100 times better than Biden. Trump was never a. He was never. Yeah, but see, Trump had a lot of problems with himself, though. Okay. I don't hate Trump because of his presidency. I hate him for. Huh?
Who's ATL?
Atlanta Braves.
Oh, they're winning.
I don't hate Trump because of his presidency or nothing. I hate him for the individual that he is, right? Because he's a narcissist. He only cares about himself. Because he doesn't care about the people. Trump did not care about the people. Trump cared about his agenda. Was the best way of fixing it for himself, like towards the end. See, people have to understand, why would he do that? Can't you see how much money he lost and businesses he lost because of his presidency? Why would he? See, here's the thing. He didn't know none of that was going to happen. He thought he was smarter and above any, and he thought he was going to be able to weasel and get it his way. What happened was that he failed to realize, because he's a narcissist, that he's an idiot and he's not really as smart as he thinks he is. So he was trying to do things and it just backfired on him. You get what I'm saying? So he's not for the people. He's for himself. You know what I mean? You could tell in just certain things. Like, for example, when the hurricane had hit, I know I always bring this up, but because it's true, this is a perfect example of it. Like when he said the hurricane hit, part of Alabama and it didn't, he drew it with the Sharpie. That is a perfect indication right there of how much he is a narcissist. That right there is a red flag and should put everybody to silence. He refuses to admit when he's wrong to the extent of something like this, which is something why could he just admit that he's wrong? I mean, people have been wrong. People don't understand the mental of a narcissist, right? Because they just won't allow themselves to see that mistake, because if now they admit that they were wrong about this and they were wrong about this, they were wrong about that, they were wrong about this, and now their world crumbles and they refuse to let that happen. So they rather live in the lie that they create for themselves. And you're probably wondering, how could somebody be like that? I find it hard to believe. Oh, the brain is a very powerful thing. Believe it or not. It can make people believe, see things, hear things. The brain is very, like that's why people, have a hard time finding or wrap their heads around like schizophrenia or PTSD or anything like that, because they don't understand how the brain works. Because they're not in that predicament. They find it hard to believe that somebody could hallucinate or hear things or make them believe certain things. Like, oh, bro, come on now. And that comes from trauma as a young individual, because, our emotions get the best of us. We want to feel, loved and compassionate and all of that. And when you don't get that as a child, when you're neglected by those who you look up to, and those are who are your parent figures or whatever, it could create a traumatic event that will set it in motion like a domino effect, to build your persona now moving forward. So you could become a troubled individual, not necessarily commit like heinous crimes or anything like that, but just your overall personality could be a very disturbing one, with you actually having to cause heinous crimes. You get what I mean? And trust me, Biden's a weirdo too because the fact that he sniffs people's hairs is already a red flag. I don't give a damn what anybody tells. Anybody can say whatever they want out there. There's enough video and photos out there. My boy, he has skeletons in his closet. I'll bet my life on it. So people are gonna tell me he's a weirdo, homie. Plain and simple. A smart weirdo. But some of these people, look at Epstein. There's intelligent. That's why serial killers or Ted Bundy or serial molesters and everything like that could go decades without being found out because they are smart. They're intelligent. They know how to con the game. Don't ever think that they're stupid or anything like that. Oh my boy, they know how to play their cards. Best believe that 100. Those are not conspiracy theories. Those are facts. That's why it looks weird that Epstein invited all these people to his island. Doesn't mean that they were all in on it because he knew who to show these things to, and he knew who to not show these things to. Because he was not stupid. Doesn't mean that everybody that landed there was in the cahoots. Because that's how he went under the radar for so long. He knew, who had his traits and who didn't. He ain't stupid. You know what I mean? It's stupid to think that they were all in the same boat. Because if not, he would have been exposed. Ooh, this is a long time ago if he wasn't able to tell the difference between the individuals. All of this would have been shed into light long time ago. He didn't have as many road bumps, throughout his life because he was not dumb. But I'm just saying. Heart of shake. Utah's a giant country, 6 waves. What's going on? We are Roman. We are the Roman Empire. We think we're the Roman Empire. Professor Shadow classes in session.
Your son is being dumb.
Andrew! Sup, homie? Rogelio, that's right. Driving and texting is very dangerous. I think I should stop taking. My boy, what you doing? You trying to get yourself in the wreck? How about the ships on the docks? We low on the supplies. I wouldn't say so much like that. I would say that these people are applying the pressure, you know what I mean, to make one side fold, and we're just the guppies. That's 100. That's what's going on right here. You know what I mean? You want your way, you have to sometimes put your foot on the throat. That's what's happening right here, and we just happen to be the pawns in the middle. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna have to pay for it. It's gonna come out of our wallets. But welcome to America. Much love and respect from New Mexico, homie. That's right. All right, well, I gotta go because I gotta start making these sopes. This was a quick one just right here. I didn't. Well, it got turned into a political one, but but hey, that's the beauty about my lives. They're always randoms. And Shadow, we out. Start making the sopes. Start making the carne.